What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Amateur. Today's question is, what do I eat for my pre-workout meal? So we are going to make my pre-workout meal. This meal, no matter what season I'm in, no matter what phase I'm in, it stays the same food-wise. So it is always a whey protein isolate. It is always Pride Foods rice and grinds, cream of rice, and it is always banana. On my high days and in my improvement season, we have also got some almond butter. So this is a very good day for me because it is a high day. We are currently 9 weeks and 4 days out. We are in a little bit of an inter-rebound phase where my base food is a little bit higher. Not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite meal of the day. The intention with this meal for pre-workout is that it digests well. I don't want anything that's gonna sit heavy in my stomach or cause any bloating. The protein powder has been a journey for me. I have tried literally so many different protein powders, and when I couldn't find one, I would just default to chicken with this meal instead of this. However, I have been using Momentous for about 3 months now, basically this entire prep, and it has been digesting so wonderfully. I don't have any bloat. I love the taste. It blends and mixes well. So I'm gonna show you how I blend it, how I mix it. Chocolate is my favorite flavor because it does mix a little bit differently than the other flavors. For my cream of rice, this is the only brand I like. I have tried several other brands, and the situation is other brands use gums to make the texture different. So there's like xanthan gum or guar gum, and it does improve the texture. However, those do not do well with me in my stomach. I get immediate bloat and it is so uncomfortable, and I can't. A lot of those other brands too taste very artificial, whereas this is not like overpoweringly sweet. And here's a little trick. I like to use the brown sugar cinnamon as the base, and they have this specialty line with churro. This also has a little bit of sucralose in it in addition to stevia, so it's a little bit more powerful. So I like to combine these, and it is so good, you guys, especially when I get the amount that I get today. So this is my go-to brand. I do have a code. It is KP Fit. That will save you some money at checkout. Banana, you guys, I like my banana cold. I keep my banana in the fridge. So I get a good amount of banana today. So let me show you what my banana actually looks like. Yesterday was a rest day, so it's been in there for a minute. It does brown if you keep it in the fridge. So I'm gonna like cut it here and use the cold and then the rest from this one. But I put it in the fridge when it looks like this. This is just my preference. Come at me if you must, but I like a cold banana, what can I say? Lastly, almond butter is like a delicacy for me. So this is a good day. My base food plan does not have almond butter in it. I get almonds in 1 meal on my training day and 2 meals on my rest day. But the thing is, you guys, I don't really share my macros. I don't share really many of my meals because my meal plan is ever changing. We'll get more into that on a different day. But again, today is a high day, so we're gonna put this meal together right now. All right, so we're gonna put my cream of rice together first. I like to use this bowl with the amount that I'm using today. I've got my food scale. I'm just gonna triple check my plan because this was updated yesterday after yesterday's check-in. Okay, I get 75 grams of cream of rice. So because I like to combine these, I'm going to do 50 brown sugar cinnamon. I'm gonna do 25 churro. This is like the perfect ratio, okay? All right, we're gonna give that a good shake to mix all the flavors. This is the way I like to make it. This is making the texture that I like to make. This is just what I found has worked for me. So I'm gonna do 8 ounces of water. Give that a stir. And then this is going in the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds. I am going to keep an eye on this because I usually use a deeper bowl, so I don't want it to explode. There's nothing worse than when your cream of rice explodes, you guys. It is so sad. Great news, no explosion after the 1:30. So I'm gonna let this sit for a second. It takes a little bit of finesse. You have to be very patient, but it's so worth it. While we wait on that, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of bonus, and I'm gonna put together my pre-workout drink and my intra-workout drink. I drink 1 liter of water during my workout, and I'm gonna drink this before on my way. I use a non-stim pre, and lately I've been using Evogen's EVP 3D Polar Cherry Frost. I've been liking this flavor. I've been liking this non-stim pre. So I will drink this on my way to the gym. When I get to the gym, I'm gonna do my mobility work. So I like to time it where I'm drinking this like 30 minutes before I start training. For my intro workout, I have been using Amino Chem by Evogen. I'm trying this new flavor, Tropic Thunder. It's not my favorite. Oddly, I love the orange passion fruit, which sounds kind of disgusting. Like that's not a flavor I would usually go for, but I went for it last time and I loved it. So once this is gone, I'll probably go back to that one. Essential amino acids is going to keep my muscles nice and hydrated. Liter of water while you're training, do it. Let's check back in on our cream of rice. We are not quite there, so I'm going to put this back in for 45 seconds. While that's happening, I'm gonna weigh out my banana. Start with the cold, and we're gonna cut off the gross part, obviously. Today we get 75 grams of banana. I am at 62, so I only need a little bit of the warm. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna put this in the fridge for a moment. Along with this, okay, we're getting somewhere on this. Starting to thicken up a little bit. I'm just gonna do 30-second intervals. And I like to try to time this so this isn't too hot by the time my shake is ready. It's like a whole thing, you guys. So I'm gonna put this right back in for 30 seconds. Then I'm just gonna let it sit. For the protein shake, this is a bit of an art. I love it blended in this. This is a KitchenAid blender. It just blends it so perfectly. And this is my recipe that is very specific. I know it's not just me, but I get very specific about how I make my meals, especially during prep. I'm a little OCD all the time, but more so in prep. So I like 8 ice cubes, these specific ice cubes. I do not like the ice cubes that my fridge makes. I don't like that water. I use a specific water in my ice cubes. 2, 4, 6, 8 ice cubes. I get 1 1/4 scoop. So I'm gonna do 1 whole scoop of chocolate and 1/4 scoop of vanilla. The chocolate blends the best. The vanilla, every other flavor does not. I'm not sure why. So I'm just trying to use this up, and this ratio works just fine. But first I'm gonna add a little bit of water, just so it doesn't get stuck into the bottom of the blender. 1 whole scoop and 1/4 scoop vanilla. I will then do a little bit more water on top because when it starts to spin, if I don't, the powder is gonna get stuck to the top into the sides. So it's gonna kind of like pat it all down. And then we blend until it makes the perfect consistency. Okay, you guys? The rest of the ice cubes go in my drinks, and then this is the water I use for this specific ice cube tray. If you don't know me like that, I am a water snob. I'm very particular about my water. I love reverse osmosis, but we are in a rental house right now and we do not have reverse osmosis. So this is like filtered from the fridge and then filtered in this, and it's still not my favorite, but it's fine. Okay, the cream of rice looks like this, so we're gonna give it a stir. Sometimes I have to add a little bit more water. I don't think it's gonna be necessary. I think this is gonna be perfect. It's a little hot, so I'm gonna put it in the freezer for like, until my shake's done, for like a minute or 2. I have it on the mix setting. Okay, I like to achieve the perfect texture, which I did. Just like this. It's like a nice thickness, but it's more like airy. And I don't think a Ninja would achieve this. I think this is how this blends it. This is just how I prefer my shake. I have not tried a whey drip with this. I don't know that I'm a huge fan of whey drip, but this is like my favorite thing in the universe. So I'm gonna put this in a nice big bowl. Low key, I have not had like a Wendy's Frosty since I was like 13. but I imagine this is like so much better. Here we go. We're gonna assemble just like this. I'm gonna put these last couple pieces in my shake. They're probably just gonna sink to the bottom, to be honest with you, but here we go. This does not stay thick for long, so it's kind of like a time game. Lastly, almond butter on the scale, we tear it so it says 0. I get 12 grams, and so I'm gonna scoop this out. I'm going to just do a little drizzle on here. Just like that. Lastly, this is very important. 1/8 teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. I just like sprinkle it on everything. I love salt. This is my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna go enjoy. This is gonna fuel me for my lower body day. Comment below what you guys eat for your pre-workout, but this is what I eat. This is what I've been eating for a very long time, and it works for me. If you liked this episode, like this episode, don't forget to subscribe. Comment what questions you want me to answer next. Again, I am answering your questions until I earn my title in this series. That is all I've got for you guys today, and I will see you in the next one.